Hi, this is a quick video which is going to demonstrate how to export a georeferenced PDF from QGIS. This is QGIS 3.2 and it's running on Windows 10. This is a project I'm working on showing a 600-acre parcel with aerial imagery in the background with USGS topography overlaid on top of that. And then the shaded areas are different stands, and then I have my sample plots within those stands. And I want to export a georeferenced PDF so I can use this as my base map in Venza Maps. So the first thing I'm going to do is under project is I'm going to create a new print layout. You don't necessarily have to do this if you already have print layouts established. I'm going to call it GeoPDF and say OK. It's saying this file already exists, so I'll call it GeoPDF2. All right, so this is a new print layout. First thing I have to do is add a map. So I use this button over here, and it might be elsewhere for you, but it's a little plus button over a map scroll. And right now it's going to render the map. Okay, this is how it rendered by default. So to change these things, you need to have a couple different panels showing. You don't need guides, but you do need item properties and layout. And to make those available, you go up to View, and you scroll down to Panels, and then see how item properties and layout are highlighted. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to make this look as I want. So I'm going to change the scale. Right now it's 1 to 22,000. I'm going to change it to 1 to, say, 12,000. See if that does. I'll say Update Preview. Okay, so it just refreshed. Now I'm not showing enough, so I'm going to change this again. I'm going to try, say, 1 to 16,000. Now the scale itself isn't really important in the context of just using this for a georeferenced PDF. I'm not going to be scaling things manually off a piece of paper. I just want it to fit on the layout so I can see it properly in Venza. So it's going to refresh here again in a moment. All right, this is good enough for the sake of illustration. I'll just show how to center this. So I'm going to go over to this button which says Move Item Content. Pretty soon we're going to create some custom toolbars that will make this stuff easier to find. So I'm going to move that, and that should update. All right, so that looks good. I could do things, typically I go and make this huge. Like right now this is about 300 millimeters by 200, so that's what, 8 by 11. Usually I'll make this huge so I get a real high level of resolution. So I change my page to 2 foot by 3 foot. But this is good. This is a nice small file size. So I have the image that I want to georeference. So I'm on item properties. I'm going to go to layout. And the only thing you have to do here is just say save world file. And then I go up to layout. And I'm going to export as a PDF. Now this is within my client folder. I'm just going to call this GeoPDF 4. I usually save a couple different ones. If we have good LiDAR data, I'll take one with just LiDAR data. I might do something with, infrared. So I'll have maybe a few different georeference maps. So I'm going to say save. So right now that's exporting. All right, so here it says successfully exported layout to that file folder. So now I'm going to hop over on my iOS device. Venza Maps is also available for Android, but this demo is going to show it on iOS. I have a little program here that will show my iPhone on the screen. So you're looking at an actual iPhone here. And I'm going to open up Venza Maps. And I just practiced this to make sure this demo was going to work. And so I'm within Venza, and I work within Dropbox primarily, so I'm just going to go grab this new file that was just exported from Dropbox. So I say plus, I'm going to add a file from Dropbox. This requires having the Dropbox app on your iOS device. You could also do this just by emailing it to yourself or dragging it through iTunes or any number of ways. And I'm going to find this folder. Find my client folders here. Okay, and here it is. This is GeoPDF4. This is the one that I just created. So I click on this, and in the bottom I say import. And now Venza is importing it and processing it. And so now it is, in fact, imported and processed. Georeferenced is showing 13 miles, as in this is 13 miles away from me. So I can touch this. And here it is. This is the image that we just exported. So you can see as I scroll around, my location is changing as far as the map center. And I could head out to this site and use this to simply navigate from one plot to another, check my stand boundaries, etc. So that's it. Hope that was helpful. Thanks. This is Don Downey, Forest Metrics.